He was released from an emergency mental health assessment at the Royal Brisbane Hospital. 24 hours later, he was dead, shot by police at Grange.
The shocking revelation suggests the shooting, unavoidable at the time, could have been prevented.
From one mum to another, a simple gesture.
This lady's lost her son, and nobody should lose a son, especially gunned down in front of people.
That mum had called police for help. Her boy, with a history of mental health illness, had stabbed his father. She never imagined her call for help would end like this.
You killed my dad! You killed my dad!
Today, neighbours, friends, a community also struggling.
It's really hard. The Queensland police shouldn't do that. Someone should explain the thing, why this happened.
And the union says officers were called to the same man but a different address on Saturday.
This person was taken to the hospital the day before and has been released. This is not the first time in Queensland.
The next day, officers arrived to find the 29-year-old under the house, armed with a knife and pitchfork. They surround the downstairs area in 3 positions, one at the side, 2 officers at the rear. The 29-year-old lunges at one officer who had his back turned. The officer on the side fires his taser, but it misses. The third officer then fires 3 shots into the 29-year-old. They commence CPR, but he dies at the scene.
And we have no doubt, had the police officer not have used his firearm, the police officer would have been stabbed in the back with a pitchfork.
Police are offering the family as much support as they can. They've moved them to a safe place, while the officers involved will now be independently investigated to determine if lethal force was absolutely necessary. A tragedy with many questions still to be answered. And tonight, from the Health Minister's office, Shannon Fetterman says sincere condolences to the family, the 29-year-old. An urgent review into his recent health care is being undertaken as we go to air tonight. We're also told that the man was discharged on Saturday because he'd been held for the maximum time they were allowed to hold him, and he self-discharged. And of course, we know what happened the next day. It was a tragic set of circumstances that are now being investigated.
Steve Hart reporting.